this game and I'm gonna be a minimalist? No, that ain't happening. One, it's a lot of stuff. I don't know that I've decluttered that much at one time. Maybe something a little better to look at anyway. So yeah, so how y'all doing? I'm moving the camera around. This is gonna be raw and uncut, maybe. Anyway, so I'm a little sweaty because I just got through decluttering days 16 and 17 because I didn't do it yesterday because I was not having a good day yesterday, so it didn't happen. Which from this day forward, I can't do that. That's a lot of stuff. That's too much. So how am I feeling about decluttering so far? So in case you didn't know, this is a decluttering I don't even know what I'm gonna call it. Mental mid-month. How is my mental status going with this? So first of all, I know I have a bunch of new subscribers, so let me address a few things first in case you don't know what I'm all about in my channel. I'm Michelle, my everyday wife life. I'm a stay-at-home wife, empty nester. I don't even know why I'm saying that. I've been an empty nester for like 10 years. I was a young empty nester, not that it even matters because I only had one child anyway. So, yeah, so that's why I've been an empty nester for 10 years. And 56, and I do have Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disease, and I don't have a thyroid because I had thyroid cancer. So the reason I'm telling you that is because this is why I'm doing this. Because I had thyroid cancer in 2012, and I have been decluttering, squirrel. I've been decluttering all my life. I've not to this extent and whatever, but I didn't really start really decluttering until I started YouTube. But I always decluttered my closet like once a year. Now I do it 2 or 3 times a year, little bits, instead of the huge take it all out and put it back in. Though I've done that since starting YouTube too. But I don't need to do that anymore. Just periodically take stuff out. So I did that. I always was organizing and decluttering my house, and I feel like I kept up on top of it for the most part. But now I'm realizing the seriousness of it. I mean, I don't know. I think it was fine. Am I a minimalist? Am I playing this game and I'm gonna be a minimalist? No, that ain't happening. There's somebody else in this house, so that will not probably happen. I don't know what to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. Listen, though, so I'll tell you about that in a second. So, anyway, in 2012, the bottom, after my thyroid operation, the bottom kind of fell out, and my thyroid levels, you can imagine having the thyroid ripped right out of your, yes, it wreaks havoc on your body. And they said, that you have the good cancer. I'm like, really? Good cancer. Okay, let me rip your thought out of you and see how you feel. The cancer was not the worst part. They took it out, done, didn't have to have any chemo or anything like that. I did have something called radioactive iodine, which wreaked havoc on my body. They gave you this pill and it was radioactive. Yes, and you had to swallow it, and yeah, the next day I woke up, I was swollen out to here, and it ruined my teeth and so many things. Anyway, and I've had to take 4 different thyroid medicines over the last 8 years, and because none of them were working for me. And anyway, up and down and up and down. And in my downtime, my house got a mess. So things didn't get put back where they belong. I didn't declutter during that time because I was barely doing the laundry. When I didn't have any underwear, I did the laundry. So I was keeping it, the house wasn't like a mess. It's just that they just got shoved in a drawer and put back in the correct place or stuff like that. And I didn't declutter my closet because that really wasn't important to me when I was feeling that way. So that happened like 4 times, I would say. So 4 out of the 8 years I was depressed. I was good for a year and then bad for a year. Anyway, so my house got a mess. And decluttered along the way. That's not how I started my channel. I started organizing my channel, yes. And then slowly I started decluttering more, and I did 30 bags in 30 days. I think two or three times with Sophia for my great challenge. And then I did a purge and declutter series, and then most of the areas in my home are decluttered for the most part. But I'm just going back and tidy. And you know, once you declutter, major declutter, you're not done. I'm sorry to tell you that. You're not done. You still have to go back and tidy because, listen, so those areas that I have already decluttered majorly, I've gone back and said, oh, well, I'm not using this. I thought I kept it because I wanted to use it. And there's barely anything in this closet, let's say. And, not barely anything, but you know what I'm saying. And so it was fine. But then I'm like, you know, I'm really not using it. And that's what happens when you declutter too. If you declutter so you can actually see everything when you open the door and stuff's not hidden behind each other, you start to realize, I'm not using this, and you can see stuff to use it, but then you start using it more. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Start using it more, but then also you're aware of what you're not using at a glance every time you go in that closet, because you can see everything at a glance. That's the whole point, is I want to do decluttering to where I can see everything at a glance and know whether I'm using it or not, and to get rid of it. So how am I doing? Not too bad, but I can't lie, I am having a little bit of anxiety. I will have to say that I don't think I'll do this game again. I did 30 bags in 30 days, and it was, I don't know, I'm not sure why, but that was a little easier. I guess because we weren't counting items. We just put things in a bag and got rid of. And the bag could be this big or this big. One of those tiny little grocery bags or a big bag. It was your choice. And usually it was like, we did a drawer. And so whatever you could find in that drawer, you put in the bag and threw it away. Now I'm doing random. Maybe I shouldn't have chose to do it that way. But like I said, I found some things over the last couple months that I know I wanted to get rid of, but I wanted to wait to do like a series or something. And then I came up with this, and I got the other YouTubers to join me. And yeah, but it's a lot of stuff. I don't know that I've decluttered that much at one time. I have decluttered probably that amount of stuff, I'm sure, and many times over. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I can tell you, I do go to the Goodwill every couple months. And I also played that game with, well, not game. I did that one box challenge that Rachel from My Sweet and Simple Home, which she's no longer on YouTube anymore. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of doing that, taking it over. And I tried messaging her, but there's no way to get a hold of her. What do you guys think? Is that rude to do that since she did it? But I don't think she's ever coming back to YouTube. She doesn't do Instagram anymore. She doesn't do YouTube anymore. And I believe she took down all her videos. She didn't even leave them up for people to watch. And I tried contacting her sister Lizzie, but she hasn't messaged me back to see if that would be appropriate. Let me know in the comments below. So I did the one box challenge. So Rachel did it every 3 months. I think it was, winter, spring, summer, and fall, where you got one box, you filled it up, and you took it to the Goodwill. And so I always joined those challenges. So I would say, yeah, about every 3 months, I would take a box, sometimes 2 boxes to the Goodwill. In my previous home, before I did YouTube, I always had a box in the garage for the same thing. I threw stuff in there, and and this is how I would do decluttering. Unless you need major decluttering, sometimes you have to do it. Maybe not this way, but like projects, like your closet, like the Monica closet. Yes, guys, I know you were asking. You're like, I'm sure you have tons of stuff in the Monica closet. It will be in this series. Just wait. Just wait. Yes, I'm going to make you wait. It'll wait. I want to see what else I can get rid of before I go into that. But anyway, and I have plans. So anyway, and that's a whole project, and it's going to be a makeover. But you will see that before the end of this series. So what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. So, yeah. So the way I like to do decluttering now is casually. And that's what I thought this was going to be. I know. So, I like to do it, you know, when I'm making dinner and I open up a drawer and I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't need this anymore. And then I throw it in the box, the nearest box, wherever I have it, you know, the garage, the laundry room. I told you I have the basket in the bedroom. And that worked out good. You see, well, you'll see this week, this Sunday's video, you'll see that got not filled back up again, but some more stuff got in there because I did laundry and I noticed a few things were ripped and I put them in there. And so, and hubby found something too, so he put them in there. And actually I bought him 2 new pairs of shorts, so he got rid of 2 pairs of shorts, so that he didn't like anymore, that really didn't fit him. And anyway, whatever. So, you know, you need to play that one out one in thing. I don't play that game very well. Anyway, I don't think I want to play this game anymore. I'm going to finish this game, but I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I'm going to do projects. One of the projects is the Monica closet. The other project is my jewelry armoire. I think I want to get rid of the armoire. I don't hardly use anything in there and just buy something smaller. I haven't figured that out yet. And then, of course, I got photos and memorabilia that is all over the house. And I talked about this in the video. There's sometimes where you need to take out, let's say, even like your purses, which I should do that. Take all of your purses out of your closet and then the whole KonMari thing, and lay them out on the bed. And when you do that, you're going to go, oh my God, wow, what am I doing with all these purses that I don't even use? So I did that many times in the past. That worked out really well. I got rid of a lot of shoes that way. And, you know, I do a game that I call halvesies. So I don't know how many pairs of shoes I had in the beginning, but of my channel. But at one time, I know I had quite a bit of shoes. I want to say I have 10 pair now. Let me know in the comments below how many pair you have. What do you think is a good number? Of course, I live in Florida, and most of the time I'm wearing my flip-flops. I'm not even wearing the rest of the shoes. Hardly. So I figured I need to have like 5 pairs of shoes. I didn't need, let's say I had 30. I didn't need 30 pairs of shoes for sure. But it was overwhelming me to get rid of 25 pairs of shoes and only keep 5. So I played halvesies. So I had 30 pairs. I said to myself, let me get rid of 15. And then I got rid of 15 pair. I don't know if I did. I'm just saying, for example, if I had that many. And then little by little, I got rid of another pair casually as I was cleaning, putting my clothes away. I'm like, you know what? I'm not wearing this anymore. I'll get rid of this. Like I kept my 15 pairs of favorite shoes, the ones that I was wearing and maybe ones I wasn't, but still wanted to keep, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, so do that. You know, you could do that with many things. Shirts. And I said I declutter my closet all the time. I do it. I think I've been doing it twice a year. I think there's a playlist, and I'll link it down below, of all the decluttering. So 30 bags in 30 days. And yeah, so recently, not recently, a couple years ago, I did a decluttering with friends with Dee and I don't remember who else. Liliana from Vanilla and Canela, Darlene from A Peek Inside, Luann from It's Something Around Here, It's Always Something Around Here, and Lisa from Lisa's Cottage. Some of those are not even doing videos anymore, and I forget who else. I feel like there was somebody else. Anyway, I'll put the link to that decluttering series. We did a decluttering series with that. I did with them. That was based on something from Cass from Clutterbug, a whole list, you know, and she told you to do your silverware, specific things. So that was kind of an easier thing. This is not easy. This is not for the, I don't know. It's not for beginners. I'm going to tell you that. It's not for beginners. This is hard. And if you feel yourself having some anxiety and you're following us and you're doing this, just stop and slow down and don't even do the number days. Just do, I don't know, 5 a day. If it's starting to overwhelm you, don't worry about the numbers and just do 5. And I think I've talked about this before. Or do 1. And you could do that too. And I haven't even been showing my list. I have a printable down, I'll link down below to keep track of your items. And I do keep track this week in there and this week's video. But breathe, Michelle, breathe. So I was thinking when I was checking off my list that you could use that for another month and just do 1 item a day. And then you'd have 30 items at the end of the month. But like I said, I like to casually do that. I think that just works better. What's happening here too is, is partly a YouTuber problem thing too. So, I need to film and make the video and declutter the items. And then I have it hanging, over my head. I gotta film and I gotta get rid of the items. And then that's hanging overhead. And in the meantime, my house is a mess because, I don't know, this is a me problem, it's partly a YouTuber problem, but it also is a part me problem. I have this problem of, I don't know how to explain, of things hanging over my head. It stifles me from getting other things done. So when I finish this game and go back to regular decluttering, I don't even know, casual is, I don't even know, random decluttering as I go throughout my day. I'm not going to say, I'm going to declutter today. It's if I see something, I'm going to put it in the box and put it in the bin, put it in the basket. And when that basket fills up, I'm going to take it to Goodwill. So that's how I'd rather do it, except for when it comes to things like a project, like I talked about. The photos, which I plan on possibly doing this summer, the Monica closet, and then my jewelry box. I don't know. That's my options. You all know I like to say those are my options this year. Definitely the Monica closet is definitely happening. I know I've been telling you guys that for a while. But anyway, so I just wanted to tell you how I've been feeling, and maybe you're feeling the same way, and it's okay. Don't worry about it. If you don't feel like you can do all those items, just do 1. And like I said, I am not planning on being a minimalist. Yeah, not happening. I do want less stuff. I'm finding myself as I get older wanting less stuff. But I doubt seriously that we'll become minimalist. We're not going to downsize, and we're not going to sell this house and move once hubby retires. Not happening. We love it here. We're going to stay here. This is our dream home. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's not ever going to happen, because you never know. Things might happen that will make us do that, but we don't, I don't know. We don't need to, as far as we can see, but who knows is what's going to happen. The state of the country. As far as we can see financially, we won't need to, some people need to do that financially to live in their retirement, is to sell their house and so they can, whatever. That, so far, don't think that is going to be necessary. So we really like it here. And yeah. And the way the market's going anyway, it's crazy. So the price that we paid for our house that we live in, you pay for something half the size now. You pay that same price. So our house has doubled in 8 years. It's crazy in price. So the market in Florida is crazy. And some people are saying that it's going, and I'm going off on a tangent here, it's going to fall. We're going to have another market crash. But I heard Kim from the Wads. You guys watch her channel? She's funny. She's hilarious. Anyway, go watch her. She says she doesn't think that's going to happen in Florida. And I think the same thing, because everyone is flocking from New York and Arizona or I don't know, California. No, people are going to Arizona too. Anyway, from California and New York, people are whatever. They're coming down here, and it's driving the market up, because I think they're just grabbing the first thing they see, because to them, they think that that's a great price, but it really, you know, we used to have low price housing here. Not anymore. Like I said, my house is like double in only 8 years. That's nuts. Anyway, I'm not going to buy a house half this size for double the amount. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. Let me know in the comments below if you're stressing, if you just need to quit the whole game and start again. I had to do that. I believe it was 2018. I did 30 bags, the last 30 bags in 30 days with Sophia. And once I hit paperwork, which that still needs to be done, I hit a wall. And anxiety was starting to set in anyway because of my thyroid meds weren't working. And I stopped completely. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So you need to know when to quit. Don't stress yourself out so that you will completely shut down. You don't want to do that. So know when to take a break and just pick up where you left off, or not. Put it aside and come back to it in a month or two or whatever. You know, it's fine. Anyway, I hope you're doing good. And watch out for Sunday's video. And I will put links down below if you need any inspiration. That was what I wanted to say too. So after Sunday's video, I watched everyone else's video. And I'm not going to lie, it kind of gave me a little anxiety. One, it did give me some ideas of what things I could get rid of. So that was good. But I watched one right after the other. And afterwards, I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Because I was getting nuts. Crazy about what is about to happen this week and next week. So I'm having a hard time this week finding things. What am I going to do next week? I don't know. You'll have to wait and see whether that Monica closet door gets opened or not. Yeah, that's all right. We'll see. Okay, so I almost forgot. I wanted to address the hubby thing. So, and this kind of goes along with my words, my 2 words for the year, which was patience, and then I added potential, because I need to have patience and that things will work out. And yeah, and the potential I have to do better in general, just that kind of thing. But I also need to have patience and potential with hubby. And I'm learning that. Just like you would do with your children. You know, and I heard something on Reels on Instagram one time that said, you're not responsible for your husband's diet. So the best you can do is emulate how you know, by eating the right things, and eventually he will follow suit. The same thing with your children. Men are children. Anyway, sometimes I'm a child too. So, you know, so I've been decluttering, and he not really been following suit. He's having a hard time with it. And I have done things like I'll clean out his dresser, and he doesn't have time. So that's the point of that. Well, he didn't have time. So I would clean out his dresser for him and say, well, I think you might want to get rid of this, this, and this. And then he would look through the pile and say, yes, no, yeah. You know, he just didn't have the time to go through the drawers, nor did he want to. He worked so many hours that on the weekend, that is not what he wanted to do. I'm home all day. So whatever. So now that he's home, I mean, he's still working, but there's not the back and forth going to work. And you know, he doesn't have to take a shower and get ready and all those things that go with it. He's just less stressed from working from home. So he's starting to declutter. He got rid of that huge stack of books and a couple other things that he's added, and he's cleaning out. He has an upstairs man cave and a downstairs office, and he's been redoing them. And he's gotten rid of some stuff, which I haven't shown because he doesn't want me to do that. So there is some other stuff that he's getting rid of. So just have patience with your husband, and eventually he will follow suit. Do all your stuff, all your decluttering, and then say, oh dear, there's nothing left to do. Let's declutter your stuff. Anyway, I have faith that he will declutter some stuff eventually. So just have patience. All right, guys, coming to you from the craft room, not the craft room, the guest room. I can't even think. So yeah. Don't forget, I am doing this challenge with 6 other YouTubers. You can check out their channel below in the description, and you can also check out the playlist from week 1 and week 2, and I will see you on Sunday. Until next time, enjoy your day.